In this video, we're going to my cousin's house. It's Vicky's cousin, really. And he's got some sourdough mix. It's called starter. And then you make pancakes or bread or whatever you want out of it. I think you might find this interesting if you're a cook, or even if you're not a cook, on how sourdough is made. Enjoy! Hey guys, what do you think of this view right here? Ain't this something? We are south of a little town we told you about, Cascade, Idaho. And we're going to do something here. Have some pancakes today. He's gonna make us sourdough pancakes.
Basque sourdough pancakes.
Basque sourdough. Basque sourdough.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna put him on there whether he likes it or not. He's pretty. He's my cousin. Look how pretty that boy is. Anyway, and the you say they're Basque?
It came from the Basque country, the old country. It's a starter that Vicky, her dad, Julio,
That's my wife, Vicky.
that's your wife, Vicky, he befriended a Basque sheep herder that would come into a field north of Shoshone every year with his flock of sheep. And he'd go out and talk to him and visit with him. And one day the sheep herder asked him if he'd like a starter of sourdough. Well, Julio said, sure, yeah, why not? And I don't know whether it was the same year or maybe the next year, but Julio asked me, he said, would you like a starter of this sourdough? Because the sheep herder that gave it to him said that he brought it over from the old country. And he says he knew it was at least 100 years old then. And I said, well, yeah, I'll take a starter. So I got to studying and looking and learning and using it. And that's been about 35, 36 years ago. So I say it's about 135, 136 years old. And I've enjoyed sourdough pancakes, and now I've gotten into sourdough cinnamon rolls, sourdough bread, sourdough sugar cookies. And just enjoying it. And I really enjoy giving this starter to people that want to use it and want to learn how to use it. Vicky and you probably haven't had a sourdough pancake in quite a while.
Yes, we have. We're going to cut right there because we got people delivering baking soda, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we've got the key ingredients there. And what a starter is.
Yeah. Let's get the starter. Now this is what I call a new mother. I took a spoonful out of the original mother, put it in here, added 1 can of Evat milk, 1 can of tempered water, then I added flour to pancake consistency. See how it looks boiling? I did that yesterday.
You let it set.
You always build it and let it sit overnight, yeah.
And the starter is what came from the old country, and you just keep adding to it, right? Or you do something?
Don't add to. This is called a pure mother.
Pure mother.
There are a lot of sourdoughs that you take out the starter to build a new starter, and then you add maybe sugar or you add something else back into the original starter. This one you don't do. What I do is take a dip out of here, the same amount I took out of the original mother. I take a dip and put it right back in the original mother.
That's what you're telling me
So
about.
it's a pure mother.
Yeah.
There's nothing else in there. And I've got jars of it in the refrigerator. And from this, the new mother, now I'm going to go ahead and make sourdough pancakes.
Okay. So you're and this goes on forever.
For as
As
long
long as you don't keep it refrigerated.
well, yeah, you can leave it on the counter, but you have to use it every week. But if you don't want to use it every week, put it in the refrigerator. It'll last up to 4 or 5 months, and then you can use it again. Can't get this. I hate these things.
And then, so what you're doing right now, we've already got the new mother.
Yep.
And you added the flour and the tepid water and the milk, like you said,
yesterday.
and you let that set overnight.
Overnight.
And
Now I have 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And I want to blend them together really good because I don't want the taste of a baking soda in a lump.
Yeah.
So I blend them up really good.
Oh, and there's some sourdough cinnamon rolls he made. He made me big one. He made little ones for everybody, but he made me a big one. Oh, there's the big ones in there.
This is sourdough bread.
Oh!
This is made in a coffee can. It's a 1-pound coffee can. And just like the sheepherder, that's why it's called the sheepherder bread, is they made them in the 3-pound coffee can over the fire. They'd turn it as it roasted. But I found a 1-pound coffee can, and I like this better because it's perfect for sandwiches, perfect slice.
Oh, could be. Hamburger buns too.
Hamburger buns?
Oh
Yeah.
my, yeah.
You bet.
And if you want this starter, I'll give you his address. You guys all just...
It's $500.
But if you can find somebody that's got a starter, there's a guy in, what town? Over here in Cascade or something?
In Round Valley.
Round Valley that does sell starters.
And his starters are from all over the world, so I wouldn't tell you which country, what he's got, but he's got a whole list of it. And I would just go online to sourdough starters,
Yeah.
and you'll find him. He's listed.
Yeah. Because, you know, this is, I don't know if they do this in Cracker Barrel or other places, but they got to have some kind of a starter, wouldn't you think?
They have to have some kind of a
But
starter.
it ain't going to be 136 years old.
Nope.
And it don't taste that old.
It doesn't taste that old. 136 years.
But now all we got to do is you're going to mix that up, I guess. You mix that
Well,
up.
I'm
there.
gonna let this get.
Let it sit long enough. Trust me, it tastes like it did 36 years.
We got some. What do you call it? The give critique. Critics.
Yeah,
Critics here.
When I started.
Critics.
Yes.
When I started with this, I did a lot of testing to see how long I could leave it sit on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
In other words,
And not die.
and this stuff here,
Uh-huh.
being made yesterday, you're not going to have a sour taste at all. But if I were to leave this sit for 5 to 6 days, which I do for my cinnamon rolls and my bread, then you get into sourdough. And when I first started this, my kids, I let it sit 5, 6 days, and I ruined them on sourdough because it was sour. I mean, your little glands are going, whoa, 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 whoa. But then I got into leaving it for like 8 or 9 days, and it would thin out, and I was making crepes. And then you roll up jams or jellies in the crepe. Oh my land, that's delicious.
All right. Well, we're going to cut away now, and then when we start cooking, we'll show you how to
Oh,
cook.
we're going to be cooking here shortly.
All right, shortly.
Always use wood, plastic, glass, or earthenware with sourdough. Don't use any metals at all. That's important. Yeah.
It doesn't let it sting.
What does it do to it if you do?
You know, I don't know, but I've always been told from my studies on the Google search. It
How
said,
come it's not rising?
well, each time is different.
There are times he'll put the stuff in and you can watch it. You can literally watch it rise that fast. It's so cool.
Well, he probably just didn't do it right this time.
It's rising. It's rising.
Is it?
It's slow, but it's rising.
Oh, it is.
Got away, Ms. Vicky.
Look at it go. It's going.
It is going.
It's going.
And you can see right here where my finger is,
And
maybe.
it could be because the house is cool.
Well, each time's different.
It is cooler out. Yeah, that's came up quarter of an inch since I stuck the camera in there. So it is rising, guys. I don't know how to get you to taste it, but go to your Cracker Barrel and taste one, and then pretend like it's better than it is.
Are we hooked up to his YouTube channel? I think Dave is.
Yeah, I think Dave,
He just get on YouTube and he's there.
He never gets the griddle hot enough.
No, I don't.
I'm thinking that griddle wasn't very warm there, Dave.
Look how fluffy there.
He don't even wait for him to get real fluffy.
oh, I don't care.
It's a good thing he's got extra cooks in here to tell him how to do it.
Exactly right. Yeah, exactly right.
But from here on, it's just like cooking pancakes.
Exactly. Yep. Now the first ones I'm going to give you will not have huckleberries because I want you to get the flavor of
Oh yeah,
the
you were going to
pancake.
make
And
huckleberry.
then we're going to put huckleberries in. We're going to make huckleberry pancakes.
So we're going to be eating pancakes tonight. Well, I'll show you a picture of them once they're cooked, guys.
There you go.
And if it doesn't look done. Oh no, those are gorgeous. See, those are gorgeous.
Huckleberries.
I
You
know.
said huckleberries are real easy to pick, didn't you?
Really deep.
We got a half a gallon in an hour this year. And we had to go find a new patch
No.
because the patch we normally pick in didn't produce.
Yeah, I can see
So we were glad to find these.
that little house in Vicky. You know, and she had the big garden on the side. And they
Well, I'm eating them, guys. You've seen what they look like. I'm going to eat one. I'll let you know. I think they're going to be yum.
And yes, they were good. Probably some of the best pancakes I've ever had. I did not even put syrup or butter on the ones that were made with the huckleberries. When we left, Dave gave Vicky a jar of starter. We're going to have pancakes in a couple days. Hopefully, we can learn something by this lesson here also. Maybe you did too.